During the Industrial Revolution, the cotton factories experienced a huge growth. There was a great demand for cotton with the ever-growing population. Before the factories, cotton was made in one's home and it was a very slow process. But now people were using machines to produce large amounts of cotton. The workers in this industry were paid very little and had to work in bad conditions. Due to this low pay, firms economy boomed.
To get those babies out of bed at the age of 8 or 9. Get out of bed and
During the
sleep it
Industrial Revolution,
again.
apprenticeship turned into child labor in a dramatically short amount of time. Cotton mills especially benefited from this practice. E.P. Thompson described them as places of sexual license, foul language, cruelty, violent accidents, and alien manners. In these mills, children were stripped of their liberties and dignities. They were ill treated and were paid next to nothing for their most valued work. Strict, long hours and poor conditions caused serious harm to the children. A German visitor to Manchester noted that there were so many limbless children, it was like living in the midst of an army just returned from a campaign. Robert Blinka was lucky, he said, when he worked in the cotton mills at age 10. He only lost half a finger. Although the mills kept this silent for a long time, eventually the truth came out in the end.
Sleepyhead and get your bite to eat. The factory whistle's calling you. There's no
The
time
1832 Reform Act compared children working in factories to slaves with their poor treatment and lack of decent pay. A reform called the 10-hour movement worked to limit the amount of hours a child under the age of 16 could work. The heads of this revolt were Anthony Ashley Cooper and Michael Sadler. 2 years previous to this reform, Parliament passed an act that only allowed children under 18 to work 12 hours a day. However, this act was not enforced. Factories preferred to keep the truths of child labor quiet and succeeded at this for a long time. But the delay in righting the wrongs of the cotton mills just built tension of what was to come. People like Cooper and Sadler were activists that really made a difference for the greater good of the working children.
that times have changed and kids can have some fun.
Throughout the Industrial Revolution, children worked in very bad conditions. In the cotton industries, they worked long hours with dangerous machines. It was common for a child to lose a limb while working. Eventually, people fought to protect children's rights to have a childhood and education after they saw the horrible conditions the children were in.